today we're going to do a set of Pilates exercises that is meant specifically for back care. So back strengthening, core strengthening, and then for the first half of the class we're going to be in a neutral spine position, and the second half of the class we're going to go through some mobility and get some more movement in the spine. And the point is, in the beginning of recovering from a back injury or when you're in a lot of pain, sometimes you want to stay in a very protected, solid, neutral position. But then as you progress back to your normal activities, you want to get that mobility back. So for the first half of the class, we're going to be in neutral spine, and let me tell you what that is. So there are curves in your neck and all through your back, and you can feel them. We're going to lie down and feel them. There's a little like curve inward at your neck and a little curve inward at your low back. This part, mid part of your back, juts out a little bit, and so does the bottom part of your spine. And then of course your head juts out a little bit to the back. So there's like a little curve situation happening in your back, and you're going to maintain that through these next exercises. So if you're in a lot of back pain, the best way to get down is to lie down to your side and then roll onto your back. This is not meant to be a replacement for physical therapy or other medical care, but perhaps you're already there and you just need a class to emphasize some of the things you might be learning. This would be the class for you. All right, so now that you're lying on your back, you can feel the curves of your spine. Space underneath your neck, space underneath your low back, with your head, mid-back, and sacrum, which is the bone between your two back pockets, jutting into the ground. Maintain that neutral spine as you take a big breath in and out. And now as you breathe in, you're going to bring your arms above your head, maintaining that neutral spine. It takes a little bit of core control or ab work to keep your back from arching when you bring your arms above your head. And exhale, bring your arms down. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, bring your arms down. 2 more. All right, now you're going to slide your leg along the floor and pick it up. And other side, slide and pick it up. When you bring your leg out, it might make you feel again like you want to arch your back off the ground. And your job is to keep tight just in the center so that your leg can slide out without the weight of your leg arching your back. And let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So now we're going to do a slightly harder exercise. We're going to bring our leg up like this and up like this. That might seem a little bit easier than what we just did, but we're going to add to that. So you're going to keep marching, and then you're going to bring your opposite arm up and down, up and down. And maybe that still seems easy to you, but I'd just like you to take this moment to feel what your back does when you move your legs and arms. It's having to adjust just a little bit, and you're turning on just enough to keep your spine in neutral. All right, if that's too easy for you, you're gonna go up with one leg, up with the second leg, down with one leg, down with the other leg. So you're gonna go up, up, down, down, and you're going to watch to make sure that your shoulders aren't creeping forward and that the second lift of your leg doesn't make your back arch up. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Maybe that was too easy for you. If it was, then add this. This is your starting position. You're gonna drop one leg down, pick it up, drop the other leg down, pick pick it up. So we're going from easiest to hardest, and you pick where your body is ready, and what movement feels good for you. So we're still basically doing the same exercise, just harder and harder versions of each of the exercise. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring those legs down. Last version, it's the hardest one, so we're gonna do 4 of them. We're gonna have 2 bent legs. They're gonna go down and up. So 2 bent legs are gonna go down together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring your knees close to your chest. Sometimes if you bring your legs really close to your chest, it kind of like rounds your back, and that's uncomfortable. That's not in neutral sign, but for the most part, this feels comfortable for almost anybody, unless they're in a lot of back pain. In which case, this class probably isn't the one for you. All right, now, bring your leg up and lower and lift that leg. So it's kind of like the first exercise we did with the second exercise. Let's do 2 more. All right, now other leg. 6, 5, hopefully you're getting a little stretch on the back of your leg too. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna make it a little bit harder. Straighten one leg out, other leg is dangling up in the air, and 6, 5, 4, 3. It is harder because your leg is longer, so then the weight is all the way out there, and then it's heavier. All right, remember we're in neutral spine, so we're not pressing our low back to the ground. We have a little space underneath the low back that we're not letting get bigger as we lower our legs down, if that makes sense. There's a little space underneath the back, just enough for like a ladybug. And you're not smashing it, but it's just enough space for it. All right, I think we did extra on that side. All right, 2 legs straight. And if you're not able to get your leg vertical, you can bend your leg a little bit. Sometimes, you know, if you're too tight in the back of your leg, you get your legs up here and then it presses your back to the ground. And for now, we're not pressing our back to the ground. So again, if this is too tight, go ahead and bend your legs and lower one down and then the other. And let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And for the hardest version, we're going to bring our arms up above the head and do the same thing. 6, 5, bringing the arms above the head challenges us because it makes us want to arch our back. And your job is to prevent that. Last 2, and 1. All right, knees to chest. All right, so now we're going to go onto our side and be in neutral position. Stay in that neutral position and roll like a log over. Put your hand underneath your head like a pillow, or actually grab a pillow, and then straighten that top leg. Let's just bend and straighten it. So when you bend it, flex your foot, and when you straighten, point your foot. Kind of like you're doing a side kick to knock the wall down in front of you. It takes some core control to not let the bend of your leg scrunch your body up. It also takes core control to not tip forward. And we're wanting core control because we want all the structures, all the muscles around the center to be strong enough to protect our back. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Next exercise, bring your leg again parallel to the ground, and you are going to kick it forward and back. As you kick it back, you're going to want to arch your back, and you have to control from the front to not let the extension of your leg behind you roll you forward and arch your back. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now with a straight leg, let's flex the foot to come forward and point the foot to come back. If this is very tight, like you have some neural tension coming from your back or the back of your leg, then you don't have to kick so far and you don't have to flex your foot. You can just kick forward and back. But if it's comfortable for you, flex to kick forward, point to kick back, and let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, a little bit harder. Keep that leg out there and circle it. This is harder because the movement of the leg makes you want to jiggle your body around, and you have to work to keep yourself from jiggling that body around. 4, 3, 2, 1, other way. And 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's straighten that bottom leg and straighten the arm. If you have the arm underneath you. If you don't, then you can just keep your arm under the pillow. And we're making your body straight like we're standing on the ground. Can you bring your arm up like this? And that might seem really easy for you, but some people will find this difficult, like they'll fall forward. So let's challenge that. Bring that arm forward and back up. And if you're in a straight line, especially if you don't have your feet in contact with anything, it is hard not to have your body follow your arm. I have to do a lot of work actually to not knock myself forward or like to roll onto my stomach here. And last one. All right, we're gonna go to the other side. You can bend your legs, push yourself up, and come to the other side, all pretty much in like a neutral position. Legs are bent, arm is bent. Straighten that top one so it's parallel to the ground, and bend with a flex foot, straighten with a point foot. So again, we are going in order of easiest to hardest. So you can always revert back to an easier version of the exercise. Bend and straighten, trying to maintain this space between your bottom rib and the top of your pelvis. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bend that leg and kick it forward and back, forward and back. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now straighten that top leg, kick it forward and back, and you can choose to flex that foot forward, point it back, or just keep the leg, keep the toe pointed the whole time. Here we go. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now circle that leg. And circle it the other way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, straighten the bottom leg and the bottom arm. Bring your arm up. And then bring it forward and up. Forward and up. Let's do 2 more. All right, we are going to go on our hands and knees because because that is easier to do than being on our stomach when we're trying to maintain a neutral spine. And then we're gonna go on to our stomach. So go ahead and push yourself up. Come onto your knees. And let's talk a little bit about neutral spine here. So we are neutral spine again. Our head, back, and tail are in pretty much alignment. My arms are a little bit longer than my thighs, so my hips are a little bit lower than my head. I'm gonna tuck my shirt in so that you can see what's happening at my belly. And in this position, with the back flat, like well, not flat, but you're maintaining the curve at your neck and your low back, but and we're gonna keep it there. You're going to let your belly down. Just let it let go. Not arching your back, but just let the contents of your belly go. And then scoop them up. So to emphasize again, we're not arching our back to let the belly go and rounding our back to let the belly up. We're keeping our back still and just letting the belly hang. And then pull up. Hang it down. And then exhale. Scoop it up. Inhale, let it hang. Exhale, pull it up. And I don't mean for you to puff the belly out, but just let it hang and relax. You don't have to push it out. And pull it up. 2 more. Last one. If your wrists are tired, you can go on to your elbows. So you have a choice for this next exercise. It can be here on your elbows or on your hands. You're gonna slide one leg out, and without arching your back, while maintaining neutral spine, you're gonna lift your leg up and down. So resist letting it drop to bring your leg up. Maintain belly being pulled up. Trying not to arch the back more than it is in the neutral spot. So there's a little bit of arch in the back in neutral spine, and you're maintaining that. We're lifting from our glute, from our seat. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Notice your arms. If you found that you're clasping your hands together, challenge you to keep your forearms parallel. Okay. Parallel to each other. All right, here we go. Lifting the other leg. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, for this next one, we're going to go back onto our hands and bring our arm. Release one of the arms and let it pick up and down. So I'm on an elevated platform, but you can still do this from the table or from the floor. This, yeah. But just to emphasize, my thumb is going facing down to the ground, and I'm lifting up and down, staying in that neutral position of the spine. 4, 3, 2. Now flip the hand the other way. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're going to use that same arm and lift it up in front of us. 6, thumb is facing up to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now for the last version of the exercise, we're going to do one hand and one leg, the opposite leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, have a seat. Roll your wrists around to give those wrists a rest. All right, let's do the other side. neutral spine, belly pulled up, thumb is facing down to the ground, and you're gonna lift up and down here. We're not trying to twist the spine or bring the arm up to the, up behind our back or anything, just lifting the arm up so that it's up to parallel to the ground. Now flip your hand the other way, thumb is facing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring your arm in front of you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now opposite arm and leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're gonna come down to our stomachs. Might be more comfortable for you to put a pillow under your belly, especially if you're on a pretty soft surface like I am. All right, lying on our belly, let's do that belly pull-up that we did when we were on our hands and knees. So you're gonna take a breath in, and then pull the belly button up towards the spine, lifting the skin of the belly off the ground as much as you can. It's going to be pretty hard to get all the skin of the belly off the ground, but that's the movement towards which you're going. And we're not pressing into our knees or our elbows to make this happen, so we're not hollowing our body. We're just lifting the guts up. And let it go. And 2 more. Lift. And let it go. And 1 more. Good. And let it go. All right, put your hands by your shoulders, and we're not going to arch up. What we're going to do is get ourselves onto our hands and knees, maintaining that neutral spine. So scoop your belly up, try to resist arching, and push your arms straight. One more time, come down, down, down in a neutral spine. And exhale, push yourself up. You can flex at your hips. We are gonna now move through the spine in all those different positions that we were just in. So, lie on your back, and we're gonna start with pelvic tilts. So, tilt your tailbone to the ceiling and press your low back to the ground. Now you can't, you're smushing that ladybug that was underneath your low back. And inhale, release. And exhale, press. Inhale, release. Put your hands on your stomach here. Make sure that we're not puffing our stomach up towards the ceiling. So earlier we were letting our tummy go, but if our tummy were to pop up into our hands now, like it did when we were on our stomach or our hands and knees, that'd be working against gravity to push it up. Whereas before when we were on our hands and knees, our gravity just kind of like let the contents of our belly go. That's just a side note. So, to make a long story short, bring your belly button towards your spine and press your low back to the ground. Try to be light on your feet, like your feet are on thin ice and you don't want to break through. Our legs are in neutral spine, are in neutral position, hip distance apart. I said neutral spine too many times earlier. And we're not squeezing our glutes to make this happen. So press your low back to the ground and see if you're squeezing your glutes. If you are, try to let those glutes go. And that can be pretty challenging for people. Let's do this 3 more times, trying to get the movement from here, our belly, letting the glutes go, being light on our feet, scooping the belly button towards the spine. All right, now we're going to do that on the upper part of our body. So elbows out in your peripheral vision. Hands behind your head, elbows out in peripheral vision. Take a breath in. Exhale, curl your chest up, bringing your ribs towards your pelvis. And inhale, come down. You can actually also put your hand on your stomach to make sure that you're not letting your stomach puff up as you curl up. And let's do 6 more. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, next version of the exercise. We're gonna rotate and bring our knee towards our elbow, elbow towards the knee. And other side. If you can't quite get the elbow to the knee, that's okay, just reach in that direction. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and all right. Next version of the exercise. You're gonna bring one leg to your chest and extend the other leg out. Use your hands connection to your legs to curl you up. And then we're gonna switch sides. And do 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep doing that. Or next version of the exercise, the leg's gonna come up and down. Our low back is pressing to the ground. Ribs are reaching towards the pelvis. Trying to get the shoulder blades off the ground. And 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring your knees to your chest and relax here. Take a big breath in, expanding your back ribs, and let it all out. Bring your legs to tabletop position and rock your legs to one side. Exhale, bring it back to the center and rock your legs to the other side. Exhale, bring your legs back to center. And 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Cross your leg over the other one and give yourself, a little bit of a glute stretch. And switch to the other side. Back down. We're gonna lift our hips up higher. So press your tailbone, curl your tailbone to the ceiling, press your low back to the ground, and then lift your hips up and lower them all the way down. And lift it up and lower down. And 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to combine some exercises that we've done earlier with the hip up. Pick one leg up and lower it and lift it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now cross that leg over the other one. Drop your hips down and lift up and down. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, put that leg down, roll your hips up into shoulder bridge, bring the other leg up, and lift and lower. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross that leg over the other, come down, and lift up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, roll on to your side. We're going to do some book openings. So bring one arm underneath your head, legs bent, top arm is going to reach forward, and open up, reach behind you, and come on forward, and rotate your spine, reach back. I'm going to go ahead and do this with my arm bent because I don't have enough space behind me. Inhale, come forward. Exhale. Stay here. Take a big breath in. And out. One more. And out. All right, straighten your legs and straighten your bottom arm. One arm in front of you. You're going to lift your upper part of your body up with your arm acting kind of like a pillow. All right, so lift up and lower, lift up and lower. You can keep your neck as relaxed as possible and make this motion happen from here, from your waist. Lift. Think about your rib, your top rib reaching towards your pelvis. Bottom rib on the top side of your body. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Top side of your body, meaning the one that's closer to the ceiling. All right, we're gonna do the other side. Arm in front and open it up. Or put the arm behind your head if you don't have space at all. And come forward. And open it up. And come forward. 2 more. And hold this next one. Take a big breath in and out. One more. And come forward. All right, straighten your legs, straighten your arm. One arm in front of you. Rest your head on your arm and lift up and down. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from here, we're gonna go onto our hands and knees. And we're going to arch our backs, lifting our chest up and tail up. And then you're gonna drop your head, round your shoulders and back, and drop your tail down. Okay, from here, from this position, you're gonna go back to that arch, but you're gonna start from your tail. So send your tail, like soften your hips and send your tail up towards the ceiling. Your head is still down. Dropping the low back, dropping the chest, lifting, no, not dropping the chest, lifting the chest, lifting the head. And then from here, you are going to drop your tailbone first. Curl it under, you're still looking forward. And you're gonna move into that rounded position with your head last. So we're always starting with our tail in these transitions right now. Starting with the tail, let it go up to the ceiling. Follow with the chest lift and head lift. And then starting with the tail, drop the tail, keeping the chest up, and keep on going until the head is down and tail is down. Okay, take one hand, reach through. Bend the arm that is supporting you, and see if you can get that shoulder down to the ground. And then come on up, and then reach again. And come on up. 2 more. Threading that needle. And 1. Other side, reaching through. And coming up. And reaching through. And coming up. And 2 more. All right, come down to your stomach. Your forehead underneath your hands. I mean your hands underneath your forehead. Scoop your belly button up towards your spine. Bring your shoulders away from your ears and lift one leg up and down. We are still trying to keep neutral spine here, but it is pretty hard to do, so that's why I'm saving it for this half of the workout. And lifting that leg up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your toes under like in a push-up position and wag your heels side to side. We're just going right and left. And now put your hands by your shoulders. Send your shoulder blades down towards your back pockets and keeping your belly button pulled in, core engaged. You're gonna lift your chest up and come on down. And then again, lift it up and come on down. 2 more. And 1. Push back onto your hands and knees to a child's pose position or something like a child's pose, similar to child's pose. And bring both arms to one side, getting a side stretch. Take a big breath into that open side of your spine. And let it go. And then other side. And have a seat. Bring both legs to one side. Bring your arms out to the side. Oh, my hair. Bring your arms out to the side. Tilt yourself over and reach. And we're gonna go the other way. Tuck this in and reach. Trying to keep shoulder away from ear. And other way. We're getting a big stretch on this open side here and getting a little bit of shoulder stability situation going here. And as you pull yourself up, this side of your trunk is gonna work to pull you up. And we're gonna go the other way. And this time, stay over here. So your legs are going one direction, your arms are going the other direction, and you're gonna round yourself over, rounding your back. Hold this position and take a big breath in towards your back ribs. And exhale, come up. In this position, you're gonna lift yourself up onto your knees, imagining like your ears are being pulled up to the ceiling. Up
and down. Exhale, lift, and down. 2 more. All right, see if you can get your legs to go to the other side without using your hands. And bring your arms out to the side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. And reach. Getting a nice big stretch on that open side. And stay over here. Round it forward. Take a big breath into your back. And exhale, come up. And now you're going to lift yourself up onto your knees here, like your head is levitating towards the ceiling. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna end with something that is a little bit more on the challenging side. So you can revert back to the side bending that we were doing earlier. You're gonna sit on your side here with the top leg slightly in front of the bottom, and you're gonna reach up and over in a side plank position. So let's pull the ribs up, press yourself up, and reach over. And come on back down. Right, and 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Alternatively, you could do this on your elbow. All right, other side. And lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we have worked the muscles here, here, here in our shoulders. We've strengthened our glutes. We've moved our spine in all different directions, but also worked on keeping our spine in a neutral position while everything else is moving. So I hope you enjoyed that, and save this for some time where you want to focus on keeping everything right in your center strong to protect your back.